All right, let's dive into something really special today. It's all about a feeling I think we've all had at some point. It's this deep, powerful connection to a season, or maybe a place, that's more real in our hearts than it is in, well, real life. So, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt that way? Like there's one season that's just you. For the author we're talking about today, that season is autumn. And what's so wild about this is that she's never actually lived through a real autumn, not where she's from. But it doesn't matter, because that's where her heart is. So what's the big deal about autumn for her? Well, it all kicks off with color. Think about it. It's not about actual memories she has, but a feeling that these colors bring up. You see it right here in the quote. Those warm golds, fiery reds, soft browns. It's like they literally paint the world in comfort. It's a feeling, a vibe, more than anything else.
And it's not just what you see, right? This feeling, it's a full-on sensory experience. You've got that deep-down feeling of coziness, the one that's just woven into the very fabric of the season. Then there's the taste, that spicy sweetness of a pumpkin spice latte. She even says it's like autumn giving you a hug from the inside out. I love that. And at its core, it's this feeling of love, a love for life, and a real appreciation for those quiet, beautiful moments.
Okay, so we have all these feelings, these colors, these senses floating around, but where do you put them? For her, this big abstract love for autumn needed a home, and in her mind it finds one.
And that place is Vermont. She makes it super clear there's no real logical reason why. It wasn't some big decision, it's just the name her heart gave to this feeling. It's this imaginary spot, tucked away from everything, that becomes a canvas for the life she's dreaming of.
So let's get into the specifics of this dream life, because they're amazing. We're not talking about some rough, rustic cabin in the woods. Nope, it's a modern ranch-style house on this huge piece of land, and get this, there's a loyal German shepherd just roaming around happy as can be, and then a few wild horses. They're untamed, but they belong there. It's his perfect idea of nature without all the hard work, Nature without obligation.
Okay, so we've got the big picture, but now let's zoom in a bit, because every dream home has that one special spot. The heart of it all, where the real magic happens. And for her, that spot is the veranda. This is where the day starts, but it's not a rush. It's the total opposite. It's slow. It's intentional. Imagine it, a cup of something warm, a journal open on your lap, and just breathing in that crisp autumn air. It's a ritual. It's about starting the day softly. And just as the day begins there, it also ends there. The circle closes. Evenings are all about gathering around an outdoor fireplace. And those flames, they're not just fighting off the chill. They're the centerpiece. They're where people connect, where stories get told, all under this huge starry sky. All right, so you can probably see by now, this isn't just about a pretty house or a nice season. It goes way deeper than that. This whole dream is really a philosophy. It's a blueprint for a completely different way to live. And that whole philosophy can be boiled down to one single word: a retreat. But not like a weekend getaway. We're talking about a sanctuary, a place that's designed from the ground up to let you just breathe, to love, to live life differently, softly, intentionally, and beautifully. In this comparison, it really hits home why this dream is so powerful. Look at it. It's the polar opposite of our modern world, isn't it? Instead of constant noise, you get stillness. Instead of feeling disconnected, you have this profound connection to nature. And instead of that constant, frantic pace, you get to live intentionally. So this is where it all comes back to you. The author kind of hands the whole idea over to us. It's an invitation, really. A chance to look inside and figure out what our own Vermont dream looks like. So really think about it. What would your autumn dream look like? If you just closed your eyes right now and built your own personal retreat in your mind, what would you see? What colors are there? How does it feel? The author has this beautiful idea that these places we dream up, they're not just random fantasies. They're little whispers from our soul about what it's truly longing for. And we're going to leave it there, with this just beautiful thought. It's not advice, it's just a wish. A warm wish that really sums up the whole feeling of this piece. It's a great reminder, isn't it? That the daydreams we carry around inside us, they aren't just silly escapes. They're kind of like a compass, always pointing us toward the peace and beauty we're all looking for.